how to hold the stick. It may not seem like something we should talk about, but it's the most important thing you have to do as a drummer. The stick has to move in a pivot, not the wrist moving. The stick moves in these two fingers that comes around the stick, and they should be directly across from each other. And this is called the fulcrum. This is a pivot point, and this is how the stick has to move. The next part, once you have that, you take these fingers and you put on the stick, and there they are. Notice it's close to the hand. It's right on my hand, in fact. And then when it moves, if I just lift the fingers up, the stick itself moves, right? I can do that with almost no movement in my wrist. And that's a basic movement. Now, some people, when they play this way. Other people play that way. But either way, you're going to need these fingers to move the stick and not make it a wrist thing. Because if this is playing the hi-hat, for instance, and you're playing like that, you're not going to make it through a 2 or 3 piece, 3-4 minute song before your wrist is tired. But this is how you can get speed, right? It's moving in this type of way. Same with this hand. So that's all it is, really. You can start this way and just get used to exaggerating it, but it's going to come back to the hand. These fingers are not going to leave the stick. You're not going to do this kind of thing. Okay? It's just going to stay right there, close to your hand, and just try that. Because if you can do it holding the stick high like that, then it's just a matter of turning it down. Now, I personally, when I do it, I make a V and I play. And like I said, there are other people that play like this. More of a French grip type of thing, and that's cool too. But look, even when I use that, it's the sticks, not the wrists, that are making the motion. Playing like this, it's the fingers, not the wrist. There'll be a little bit of motion in the wrist, but that's really different than holding it like this and trying to play like that, right? Then you've lost your grip. Or if you hold it like that, guess what? You can't hold a stick like that. It has to be 2 fingers across from each other, and this is the halfway point. So you don't want to go any more than two-thirds up that halfway point. Maybe a little less, because the more further back on the stick, the more the weight of the stick will go forward. If you're here, you don't have any weight working for you. But when you come back, and on the thick first, they give you a flag. You want to go below those. When you come back, then more of the weight is in the front of the stick. And that's important because it helps you with the preparation stroke and the momentum to bring it down. Stroke is basically 2 strings, preparation and momentum. And that's exaggerated. And they help each other. Okay, go hit them skins.